Alright, how you guys doing? This is Jesse, also known as Blaze from Two Shots of Geek. I have with me Kyle Hebert. He's best known for his voiceover acting in Dragon Ball Z. He's also done Ouran High School and some other notable ones such as
Naruto, Bleach, Street Fighter, Gurren Lagann, the Hadoken shirt, all about that.
Of course. And just so you guys know, I'm going to ask, before we end this interview, that we do a Hadouken.
Oh, yeah. We can do that.
We've got some pretty adamant tournament players and as part of our team. They're big Street Fighter fans.
Ah, nice.
I think a definite Hadouken's in order. So, first off, let's go with some of the voice acting that you've done. How was the process in getting these parts as a voice actor?
Well, we go in and audition, and our audition scripts, unlike on stage or on camera where it would be like a monologue or a scene, our audition sides actually have little, a couple of sentences, maybe a paragraph from different scenes in the episode or different episodes altogether. So they show different emotional beats. So when we go in for an anime audition, for example, we're expected to showcase our acting skills, not the fact that, we can match lip sync. It's kind of an interesting quirk, but we see a picture of the character, a description about them, and then the line showing that range of emotion. And we have to, kind of look it over. We don't have to memorize it, of course, because it's voice acting. But we, make an acting choice, commit to it, and then the director will probably tweak it from there. We'll do a second take, and then they'll make their decision. We usually hear back in about a couple of weeks or so, sometimes a little bit longer. And then we go and record. We record one actor individually on anime and video games. In anime, of course, there's the visual element of dubbing and lip sync. In video games, we record individually, but if it's a Japanese game, we have to match the timing of the Japanese audio because we have no visual element. The games are being animated while we record it.
Of course. All right. Going on, how was being the voice of Dragon Ball Z? How has that impacted your career as a voice actor?
Well, it's certainly what people know me for best. I've been doing this for 12 years, and as we started it off with, it's like, okay, we've done all this stuff, other stuff, but it's come almost like William Shatner's Captain Kirk, even though he's done other things, But DBZ is what started my career, and I'm really, really proud to be associated. I started off as a fan 5 years before I got to try out for it, so pretty surreal to walk around the house and imitate the narrator, and then 5 years later, I'm the narrator. And then on top of that, playing Gohan, the older version after the Cell games, when he starts going to high school, they changed from Stephanie Nadolny to an actual male voice, and then I got to take over from there and then inherited Ox King and some other roles as well as the show progressed. It's been a wild ride. I owe everything to the guys and gals of Funimation for taking a chance on me.
Awesome. Can you give us some of the lines that you might remember?
Well, there's always the quintessential next time on Dragon Ball Z. I do so many people's voicemail like that. Like, Johnny's training to be a Super Saiyan. Leave a message, he'll call you back. I get all sorts of stuff like that. Kiba is on Naruto. It's like, he's kind of like Gohan, but he's a little more of a gung-ho, sort of cocky kid. Let's go, Akamaru, fang over fang! And then there's Aizen on Bleach, who's very calm and collected and, well, hello, ladies. And the ladies like him because he's all sexy and suave. And, of course, Ryu is down here. He's a little more tough, and the answer lies in the heart of battle. Hadouken!
Yes. There you go. Jorge, that one was for you. So what are your aspirations as far as continuing voice acting, or is there something that you wanted to do for years and that you're going to pursue?
My main focus is voice acting, and that's what I'm doing now that I've moved to Los Angeles. I left a career at radio, actually, to pursue it, because most of the opportunity for character-based work is in Los Angeles. And I'm so far making a living doing that, knock on wood. It's not a walk in the park, though. It's always a struggle for any acting because it's freelance, I audition more than I actually work, but you take the bad with the good. I get to travel the world, go to conventions, hang out with fans, talk to you guys, and talk about what really drives me. The passion of getting to have fun in the booth and bring characters to life with just my voice is so exciting and invigorating. It's worth it, absolutely. So that is my main focus. I'd love to dabble a little more on camera, and I have some friends who do webisode stuff. So yeah, you might see me visually at some point.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are some of your favorite, I would say, co-actors that you like to work with, or that you prefer to work with? Who are some of those?
Well, everyone in the voice acting community is really, really supportive. Unlike the on-camera world, where it's so dependent upon how you look. You walk into an audition room and there's 50 of you, and you go, "Oh, great!" And everyone's trying to stab each other in the back, going, "Well, I want to get this role over you." And like in voice acting, everyone has their own signature sound, so we help each other out. It's like, I'm not right for this role, but I know someone who is, and we'll recommend new talent or current talent. In terms of working, that goes back to that goes back to the fact that on games and anime, we record individually. So we're not really working with people other than the director. But I've had a blast working through the years with Chris Sabat on DBZ and other Funimation projects. Mary Elizabeth McGlynn directs me. She's Major Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. She directs Naruto and Bleach now. Wendy Lee, she's great. Tony Oliver directed me on Gurren Lagann. Christy Reed, just name after name after name. Everyone is just so laid back and cool that you don't feel like you're working. You're just like getting together with your friends, and we do the best we can. We're professional. We get the job done, but in between takes, we're cracking up, and there's so much blackmail outtake footage that
Of course.
We're all in trouble.
There's always some kind of outtake footage. Actually, I had a video on my own, and of course, there was some outtakes. I put them at the end, just for extra bonus footage.
There you go. It's bonus, boys and girls.
People love it. They do.
Yep.
All right. I had another question, and as a fan of DBZ, how have you seen the Asian remakes? Not the remakes. The Asian version of the movie. It's very old. I think maybe early '80s. Kind of really cheesy wire.
Heard about it. I haven't actually watched it.
Okay.
But I did see the live-action movie that Fox put out a couple of years ago, and
I think we all have that.
Yeah.
We didn't like it. How was your take on Piccolo in that movie?
I think it was kind of a paycheck day for good old Spike from Buffy there, but Bulma was hot.
She didn't have her blue hair though.
Not really, but she was still hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, and people complain. It's like, oh, why they use a white cast? It should have been Asian. It's like, you know what? Listen to the screenplay and the story elements in there. Nothing can save that movie. I'm sorry. If it was all Jackie Chan and all Asian and this, that, and the other, it would still be like, oh, no, the script is lame. They changed this and changed that. It's all about story, boys and girls. Story. Go back to the story. And granted, it was called Dragon Ball Evolution. Akira Toriyama was an executive producer who said, this is like an alternative version. It's an evolution of the story. Like,
yeah.
To each their own.
To each their own, exactly. Well, I think that would just about wrap it up. Anything you would like to say as a parting word?
Thanks to the fans worldwide for watching the shows, playing the games, and continuing to be so supportive and awesome at all the conventions I go to and chatting with me online and stuff. And you guys can find me at my website, KyleHebert.com. I know the name looks like Hebert, but it's actually Hebert. H is silent, E is like an A. Little Louisiana French for you. So Kyle, HEBERT.com. You'll find my Twitter link, my Facebook page, info on private Skype sessions, and all the latest appearance updates and projects that I have coming out.
All right. So there you go. Mr. Kyle Hebert.
Hebert.